I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week at 7 p.m. GMT. Like T2I TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV. We engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Step Out with Oscar Bimpong show. And tonight is another wonderful and powerful discussion that we are bringing on your way. And as usual, the Step Out with Oscar Bimpong is a show that we interview experts, consultants, talented people, and people doing exceptionally well in their communities. Also, Step Out has got about 3 different programs that we bring about. The other one is Step Out Authors Corner. This is where we interview people that have written books that want to share what the book is all about to the world. Also, Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people from diaspora and in Africa between the ages of 12 to 30 years that are doing exceptionally well. They are not complaining, but they are taking the bull by the horn to really change the status quo. We want their stories to be an inspiration to other young people. Then the last one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. But tonight, we are on Step Out with Oscar Bimpong. And as usual, I have got a man who is a consultant and also an entrepreneur coming to talk to us about a powerful topic that is dear to my heart. Now, before I go on to him, I want to do some few mentions of the sponsors of this program. Now, this program is sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy. Train to Inspire Consultancy is what powers T2I TV UK. It is your business training and consulting firm. And that is for all your business training in leadership and management, customer service, sales and marketing, finance and accounting, change management. Come to us and we'll provide you the training that we need. We work with different consultants across the globe in different areas of expertise just to provide the training that you need. Also, for all your consultancy needs for your business development, business growth, just contact us and we'll be there to support you. Also, this program is sponsored by ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says if you are stranded at the port, call them and they will sort you out. Also, ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their ZPay mobile money USSD code, which is *270#. They say call, register to be part of what they call the Freedom Family. Then the last one is Wheels for Sure. Wheels for Sure is your car leasing company for every credit based in London. They have got a powerful package for everyone, with especially key workers in the UK, that is the health workers. It doesn't matter your credit score. It doesn't matter your credit history. Rules for sure says you can walk out of the garage with a car of your choice. That is really powerful. Now, when you call Rules for sure, don't forget to quote T2I 2020 to get the best deal from them. Now, if you want to contact any of our sponsors, their numbers are scrolling on the screen, on the taskbar. Take their numbers and call them. When you call them and you tell them that you got this number from T2I TV UK, you are more likely to get a good deal because they care for you. Now, also, if you want to advertise or sponsor any of our shows, you are more than welcome to do so. Also, if you want to support this platform, you are also more than welcome to do so. You can take the number of Train to Inspire Consultancy or T2I TV UK and contact us. Many businesses cannot go to mainstream media to advertise. Come to us and we are going to support you. Now, let me go straight to business. Who do I have on the hot seat? I have known this man for over a decade. He has got an amazing story to share tonight. And trust me, if you are watching us, we will encourage you to share this. Share it to WhatsApp, other platforms, social media platforms. Share this because this story is going to encourage each and every one of us. And who is this man that I'm talking about? He is a real estate developer, a serial entrepreneur, and he is a soaring manager at Forever Living Products. He has traveled extensively in relation to business and currently the #1 distributor in Ghana in relation to Forever Living Products in Liberia, Sierra Leone for 3 to 4 consecutive years. This man is really on fire. Who is this man that I'm talking about? He is in the person of Julius Ayimasu. Please welcome to Step Out with Oscar Bimpo, and you are live on T2I TV UK.
Thank you, Mr. Bimpo and Oscar.
How has your day been?
The day has been very stressful but wonderful. As long as we are alive, it's wonderful.
It's been stressful but very wonderful, and I like that. That is a positive energy. And tonight we are going to talk about keys to realizing your dreams.
Yep.
But before you go on, I want you to tell me who Julius Ayimasu is and also the businesses that you run.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Bimpong, for this wonderful opportunity to be with you on this T2I TV UK. It's amazing. Julius Ayimasu is born to the Ayimasu's family, and Julius is actually from Ghana here. I mean, been in Ghana all the time, and Julius has had his first degree and master's at KUSD. I did project management, and after that worked a while, then got into entrepreneurship. So basically, this is a bit I can say about Julius Ayimasu. As time goes on, we shall know more, and we'll proceed from there.
That's really short and powerful. Now let's go straight to business. Our topic for discussion is keys to realizing your dreams.
Yeah.
Now, do you think people have even got dreams at all?
Oh yeah. As long as we are human beings, naturally, every human being, I should say, has a dream. Now, why do I say so, Mr. Pimpon? When you look back at when we were young, back at school, I don't know if you still remember, there were moments probably your teachers will ask you, what do you want to be in future? Then you hear kids around 4, 5 years, 3 years saying, oh, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a teacher. All these are dreams. Every human being is born with a dream. It's an inborn thing that we need to activate. So I can say every human being has a dream, just that we don't nurture them and we don't activate them.
Meaning that we don't nurture them and we don't activate them. Does it mean that we are not conscious about the things that we are even talking about, or it's just that everybody's saying it, that's why we are saying it?
Yes, you see, Mr. Bimpo, like I said earlier on, at times we might not be conscious of them. You understand? At times there are inborn things there, but you see, based on situations and circumstances and maybe certain factors, one may not be conscious of it and as such may not pursue it. In other than that, dreams are part of mankind.
Now let me really go into this. Now you are
Okay,
a professional accountant, right?
exactly.
You had all the opportunities to be an accountant in a company or a firm. Why did you choose to go the entrepreneurship route?
That is great. That is a very good question. As a matter of fact, I worked as an accountant for a while, and at a point in time, I got to realize that as an accountant, I was working as a salary worker, okay? And that introduced me to the actual reason why I became an entrepreneur. I only earn money at the end of the month, and at times, you realize that when you are in need, you just have to wait for the end of the month. And that was becoming boring. And you also realize that the paycheck was always the same. You see, irrespective of how hard you work, irrespective of how you become innovative or whatever, as long as you find yourself working for somebody, you just have to wait for the end of the month. So I read some books. Actually, I was really motivated by Robert Kiyosaki. I read a book that had to talk about linear and passive income. And then I said, come on, then there is another way to make money or to earn income apart from what I was doing. So that actually motivated me to look for that passage and now a different ball game altogether.
So can you say that is the book that really steered you on that path?
Well, I want to say the book contributed because it wasn't only that book. I also read about Brian Tracy. I read a lot of books. You see, the problem was that at a point in time, whilst working as an accountant, I had some few challenges, and I thought a young man who was working very hard, at least I shouldn't be having such financial crisis. So I read these books and they made me to understand that I can't get out of that crisis if I have to hook on to only one job, irrespective of how high the income is. Because at the point in time, I needed money to sort out one or two things, and the income or the salary I was earning wasn't there. So I could say the book really helped. The book really changed my direction. For me, I want to say it all started with the books that I started reading. And when I started reading them, I said, whoa, I never knew this. So why, if there's an avenue that can help me solve these problems, why don't I go in for it? So that was the beginning of the journey. That was the beginning of the journey.
We are we are continents that we don't read, and I can say that with boldness. Very few of us really read. And what are you going to say to people that after, for example, some people after their degree, the only thing they read is the newspaper or coming to social media? What are you going to tell those people?
What I want to tell them is that Mr. Bimpon, they are losing a lot. Could you imagine that I worked for a while? I worked and until I started reading, I never knew what I know today. And imagine if I had not read, all these things would have eluded me. All these things I wouldn't have had them. So what I want to tell people who don't read is that they should start reading. There are diamonds and golds they're hidden in the books. When they start reading, I mean, let's see it from this angle. Billionaires have put things in books. The guys who are rich out there have written books. And every sphere of life, every domain of life, you see the intellectuals, those who have become successful, written books. So if you want to know more, you read a book. So when you read books, you discover new things. It's a different ballgame altogether. And let me tell you, Mr. Bimpo, when you read books, you activate something in you. What should I put it? I mean, you activate the real person in you, okay? Because the more books you read, the more you are open to more ideas. That is when you can think outside the box. Either than that. You can't think outside the box. You'll be limited to your own ideas and limited to the biology and the accounting you went and learn at school. Yeah.
I've got one thing I say. I always say that why do you even think outside the box when you can get rid of the box, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, we have to come out of the box.
Get rid of the whole box.
We just have to come out of the
Yes, yes. But let me delve into our mindset, right?
box.
Now,
Okay.
the world has created a path for us,
Yeah.
especially from our educational system. They say go to school, get good grades, and get a good job and climb the corporate ladder. And this is a mindset that they have really inculcated in us. That is why, for example, if you are in the university, they don't say entrepreneurship internship, they say job internship. Why? Because they want to skill your mind for you to get a job after school. Now, this mindset, how much damage has it caused us?
Thank you so much. As the CEO of Center for Financial Intelligence, I think I have all that it takes to talk on this. Last year, the government of Ghana gave me a contract, and I did talk to the outgoing national service personnel for Ashanti region. As I speak to you today, tomorrow I will be at Ofuase to talk on entrepreneurship. And this was what I observed, and this is what I have observed talking to this class of people. You realize that most of them come out not knowing anything about entrepreneurship. You see, the guy going to school is prepared just to come out and expect the government to employ him or her. So when they come out with that kind of mindset, you see, right in school, they are teaching them how to write CVs. Right in school, everything is geared towards the job. So when they come out, especially in this kind of economy we find ourselves in, this kind of world when things have changed completely, when that person comes out and he doesn't get anyone employing him or her, he becomes stranded. Meanwhile, it's not supposed to be so. I tell people education is to get you informed so that you can take the right decisions in life. Education is to get you informed so that you can make right choices. Okay? So when they come out with a mindset, and can you imagine somebody who has done his master's is sitting at home, that the government hasn't employed him, and because the government hasn't employed him, he's still sitting there, and things are not working. So you see, that is the problem. The education system, like you mentioned, is skewed towards job, and that has affected the youth. That has affected many people. In fact, even when they have opportunity to become entrepreneurs and earn better life, they are still afraid because it has become what I call stronghold. Strongholds are not demons. Strongholds are mental beliefs. There are some beliefs that have hooked us up such that we can't do away with them. So that is what is we are going through, especially in our continent, Africa, and probably some other parts of the world that I might not know.
Because, but the point is that sometimes they always argue from the fact that I don't have. One of the things that they always say is capital. Their focus is always the money to start. But me and you understand that money is one of the factors, but it's not the ultimate.
Yeah.
So how can we really change the mindset for them to understand that, look, money is a contributing factor, but there are so many ways that you can start, because this mindset really needs to change.
Yeah, Mr. Pimpo, you know, when I was starting my entrepreneurship, I didn't start with money. I didn't have money. I'm being honest with you. My first entrepreneur journey started with Forever Living product. And I remember when the opportunity was presented to me, I was already prepared. Why am I saying so? By then, I had read a lot of books. I had read a lot of books that had prepared my mindset. The problem had never been money. The problem has been the mindset. Let me tell you, if the problem is money, then what about the rich guys out there? What about the guys who have had money and they are not into business? What about the guys who win lotto? The guy wins a lottery, gets huge amount of money and just squanders the money and he doesn't do anything. What about those who start some businesses and they get crashed? It has never been money. I started my entrepreneurship career without money. What I started with was a mindset. I had gotten myself prepared. I had made up my mind. I had read books. You see, when you read and you go for seminars like what you are doing today, you attend programs like this, listen to programs like this, that is when your creative imagination begins to work very well. I call it the critical thinking part of the mind. Critical thinking part. That is when it is activated. It can only be activated by words. It can only be activated by information. So I went, after listening to the program, I went to the Forever program, listened to them, and they told me this is what I can do to become successful, and I didn't have money to start. So what did I do? I went and borrowed money. I went to the bank. I got to the bank and got money, and I started. Besides mine, you may say, okay, what about those who cannot get money, who cannot go to the bank to get money to start? Let me tell you, I have a friend who is now in Ohio. Probably he's listening to this program, Karen. Karen is a typical example. I met Karen back at Upper West in Ghana. This guy was a student when I introduced the issue of entrepreneurship to him. And let me tell you, ask me, how did he start? He started with ideas. He came and understood the concept and went and shared the idea with people who were ready. And there were people who were also ready, who had the money, and where people were ready to part away with the money, to partner with him. So we call it OPM. He started with other people's money. There are a lot of guys who have done big things, Mr. Bimpong, who never had a dime. They were able to sell their idea. They were able to place their idea on the table. And it makes sense to somebody, and they are good. They are now big time guys, big entrepreneurs. Today, look at me. My transportation business started from nowhere. If I had not started as an entrepreneur, something small from somewhere, and the problem, Mr. Bimpo, we have in this continent is that people think that for you to become successful, you need some huge amount of money. You see, and people also want it over the night. They just want to start something and they get. That's the problem. The problem has never been money. The problem has been the individual, the mindset, the willingness to go through the pressure, the willingness to stand the tough time, the willingness to persist. We will come to that, so I don't want to jump it, but it has never been money. It has never been money.
It's quite interesting. You know? It's quite interesting when you see people. But as you said, you see, when you get yourself into it, that is where you start finding solutions to the problems, isn't it?
Perfect.
But we never give ourselves the opportunity to even start. So how can it happen then?
That is where I always tell people the best way to get something done is to get started. My father, the late Ayimasu, told me something I will never forget. He once said, if you don't have a dog, take a goat for hunting. Come on, that never made sense to me. A goat can't hunt for anything. That goat will even be chewed by the animals you're going to hunt for. But eventually, when I started growing, then I really understood it. I said, wow, this is what my father meant. He was saying that go along with whatever is available. This is what we need to understand. You meet people, the guy is holding iPhone, which is costing 4,000 Ghana cedis, 5,000 Ghana cedis, and he's telling you he can't do anything. Meanwhile, he get to that market, buy one share, and let me tell you, Mr. Bimpo, at the point in time, I was selling books. Do you know what? I needed not to go and buy the book. I just read the book, and when the book is exciting, do you know what I do? I start talking to my friends about it. I start talking to my friends, and they say, oh, that's wonderful. How can I get that book? I say, come on, I can get it for you. Then they ask, how much? I say, come on, it's 12 cedis. Then I'll go and buy 10 cedis. Then I get that 2 cedis. And at the point in time, they got to know that whatever book they needed, Julius will get it for you. It's not about the money, it's the mindset, Oscar. It's the mindset.
It's the mindset. I remember a young guy came to me on Facebook. He sent me a message. He says he worked at the bank and he has lost his job and he needs another job. So can I help him? So I went to this guy's profile and I realized that the kind of suit this guy was wearing, I'm like, wow, man, the guy has got like, I don't know, very nice suits, different types of them. And I told him, look, you don't need another job. You need to take all your suits to the laundry, go and sell them, and you use it to start a clothing business because you have got eye to see nice clothes. We have to have the vision to
No, you're right.
envisage what you can do without looking for a job. And I think you are really right. It's all about the mindset. But the point is that we are talking about dreams, and dreams comes with setting of goals.
Yes.
Now, do you think people even set goals that guides their life? Because let me tell you this: if I go to do training in any organization, sometimes I use the vision and the mission of the company to really, hit home some of the issues that I want to discuss. But I always ask the staff that, do you even have mission and vision of your life? A lot of people don't even have mission and vision of their life that guides their life, but they are working for a company that have got a vision and a mission. Now, do you think people even set goals for their life, not to even talk about their dreams?
Mr. Bimpon, I thank you for this wonderful and powerful question. And this is the underlying factor or reason why many dreams are not actualized. That is the reason why many visions, dreams are just abandoned. I tell people, if you don't have goal, then come on, what gives meaning to your dream? What gives meaning to your vision? The problem is that many don't set goals. Many don't have goals. They live their lives anyhow. And the issue is that if you don't set goals, you can't really realize your dreams. If you don't set goals, you can't really achieve. There are attended programs. I've been invited to do programs across the country. And Mr. Bimpon, you meet people and you ask them, what is your 5-year goal? Come on, you meet a graduate. He doesn't have a 5-year goal. So he doesn't have 1-year goal. Neither, like when you don't have a yearly goal, how will you have a monthly goal? How will you have a weekly goal? How will you have a daily goal? Let me tell you, before I come out, I have my daily goals. I have my weekly goals. I have a book I call my vision book. And you see, that is why many dreams fail. This is the reason why many visions fail. This is the reason why many people's dreams become ambitions. When a dream is without a goal, it is just a mere ambition. Okay, your dream should produce a goal, and your goal should supposed to produce a burden. Then the burden is supposed to produce an action. Okay, if you don't have a goal, you wouldn't have a burden, and if you don't have a burden, what will push you to act? So at the end of the day, the dream dash on the rock. Goals, my dear Mr. Bimpo, goals are critical in achieving our dreams. Goals are critical in making us what become. Let me, before I allow you to talk, Mr. Bimpo, let me tell you, the most important aspect of goals is not what you get, but who you become. Jabron said, he said the greatest value in life is not what you get, but who you become. In one of my businesses, my goal is to make $25,000 a month. In that particular business, as I speak to you, I'm around $8,000 to $9,000 a month. In that particular business, but my goal is to make 25,000. And let me tell you, now $25,000 a month is not the real thing. But the kind of person I am going to become, because of that goal, I wake up early. Because of that goal, I'm reading books. Because of that goal, I'm on Zoom almost every seminar. Are you with me? I'm trying to make it work. So in my attempt to achieve that particular goal, Julius is becoming better and better. And remember, the greatest value in life is who you are becoming. And the powerful question and the greatest question you must ever ask is, who am I becoming on the job? So without a goal, who are you becoming? At times we need to place challenging goals and we go out for it. I hope you understand what I'm talking about.
Exactly. But you see, let me even transition to this. Some even set goals, but they never take action. Those people, what are you going to tell them?
It means that, like I mentioned earlier, it means that the goals were not really goals. Okay, what are goals? What are goals? Your goals are supposed to be, like I mentioned, your goals, if they are really goals, are supposed to create a burden. My brother, if your goal does not create a burden, you wouldn't act. You wouldn't act. So the reason is, the problem is that many people's goals have not become a burden. And when it doesn't become a burden, you wouldn't come out with a plan. Neither will you go into action. But in my case, when you have set a goal and you have told your family, this is my goal, I want to do this, or you've told your friends, you made it public, this is what I want to achieve, and all eyes are on you. You've written it to your mentor and tell your mentor, this is what I want to achieve. You have your friends and you've spoken the word to them that, come on, this year, this is what I like, my 100,000 Ghana cedis, which is about $20-something thousand a month, I am seeking to achieve. My friends know. And I don't want to disappoint myself and disappoint my friends. So I'm going to work on myself. If you don't work at your goals, then it wasn't a goal. It's just like somebody who said, because of what this person did, because prices have gone up, I've abandoned my vision. That person never had a vision. Somebody's action and inaction is not supposed to affect your vision. If you drop your vision because of somebody's action, if you drop pursuing of your vision because of somebody's inaction, then Mr. Pimpon, that person can be said to have never had a vision. If you don't pursue your dreams, then they were in the first place not dreams. If you don't follow your goals, they were no goals.
Yeah, because from what you are saying, a lot of people give up too soon, isn't it? And they give one excuse after the other, one reason. And there's one thing I found in people. They can give 1,000 reasons why one thing is not possible, but not just even one reason why it's possible.
Yes, that boils down to the mindset. You see, when the moment you set a goal, you shouldn't think it's going to be roses. So for you to actualize your goal, there are other factors that must come in. The issue of persistence. Okay, be sure that you meet with opposition. So if you really want to achieve your goal, let me cite a typical example. When I started my first entrepreneurship was business, and I was, going around doing the business. At a point in time, things were not going the way I wanted it. Mr. Bimpo, things were not going the way I wanted it. When I built a network to a certain level, there were a group of people who just stood up and told me that this thing doesn't work. So why should I stop when because somebody say it doesn't work? What I saw, they didn't see. When you call it a vision, it means that you saw something. What did you see? So if I really saw, why should I allow somebody's action or that obstacle? I never gave up. They gave up. But today here I am. Am I making sense here? So you see, the issue is that they need persistence for you to achieve your goal. You need to be persistent. You need to really be persistent. Because the forces will fight against you. There are moments you will feel like quitting. I'm telling you, there are moments I felt like quitting. I wouldn't lie to you. I will have to be honest with you. But because of that persistence in me, because the goal, I had the goal, my why. Why am I doing so? Listen, the reason why, Mr. Bimpo, why some give up on their goals and others do not give up on their goals is just one thing, their why. Their why. If your why for doing what you are doing is not strong, you will give up. You will give up. But if your why is strong, in my case, when I needed money to take care of my mom, when I needed to create I want to create an orphanage. And that is what a life goal. I want to create an orphanage in Africa where I don't take money from whites, where I don't write memos and things to borrow money from the white. I want to take care of that orphanage with my own money. That goal is too big for somebody's no to put me down, Oscar. I'm telling you, that goal is too big. I know I will find fulfillment the day I start my orphanage in Ghana. And I name it, and I don't take money from the whites, from anybody. But the money comes from my own. So you see, what is your why in the first place? But if the why is too small, Mr. Bimpo, I just imagine somebody who is being chased by a cat and you feel like wee-wee. You can just stand somewhere and wee-wee. But if you are being chased by a lion and you want to, will you be tell me? So there's a difference between what is chasing you. That determines the kind of race you embark on. So it's your why. If your why is weak, I know a lady entrepreneur, Priscilla, a lady entrepreneur who has gone through a whole lot. She has gone through a lot of crisis. I just chatted with her, was it 3 or 4 days ago, and she told me, you know what? I said, Mr. Julius, I am not quitting on my dreams. And I said, why? He said, I will tell you later because I have a why, and my why is too strong. I mean, she has gone through a lot, many disappointing situations. At the point in time, I even thought she would quit. So you see, these are individuals who are doing extraordinary, not because they are extraordinary people, because of their why. It's nothing for the why keeps you going. That is the fuel.
I think that the why factor is very powerful, and I really enjoyed it because why are you doing what you are doing?
Perfect.
If that thing is not strong, then you are more likely to give up, isn't it?
Perfect. You, Martin Luther King. I know we all know his history. We know his, what he stood for. Look at the opposition. What kept him going? His why. When he mounted the stage, he told people his why. It's about the why. Mr. Bimbo, is the why aspect of a person's goal. Why are you doing? If the why is strong, you are formidable. Your mind is made up. Nothing stops you. I'm telling you, when the why is strong, you see, it is not how much what you are going to get, but the question is that what are you going to use this for? Okay, I'm going for money. It's not the money factor, but what do you want to use the money for? That is where the why is. Oh, I want to get this car. Fine, it's good. But what are you going to use the car for? What you are going to use the car for is the why. Yeah. My mom is in the house those days, may her soul rest in peace. Those days, my mom is in the house and looking forward for Julius to bring money to the house. And she has to eat because of me. And I come out there to sell my product to you, and you tell me no. And because of your no, I stop. There's a big why in the house waiting for me. I can't look at my mom go hungry because of your no. You tell me the product is expensive, that can't kill my dream. I move on to the next person because I got to feed my mother. You understand? My why was so strong that no could pull me down. It's Oscar. I can talk the whole day about my why, and my why is still strong. It's so I'm fired up at any point in time. I'm given the opportunity. The why is strong. I know what I'm doing, and that is the key of every entrepreneur.
And I think your why is also connected to your potential, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, you are right, Mr. Pimpon. Your why makes you consistent. Your why makes you see, when your why is so strong, it builds up your spiritual capacity. So you see, you become consistent irrespective of the result. You are not looking at the result. You see, let me put it this way. When your why is very strong, Mr. Pimpon, there are no obstacles.
Wow.
You don't see them. Not that they are not there, but you don't see them. You don't see obstacles. Your why is too strong.
You know, the shallow-minded will say he doesn't know what he's talking about. But when your why is strong, there are no obstacles. I know where you're coming from.
I know you know. That is Mr. Pimpo. To be frank with you, here, that is what it keeps many people to do great things. That is what makes many people to think and come up with innovations and inventions. It is the why. Why do you want to do it in the first place? Why are you doing it? Why do you think you must do it? If you are able to settle these things and you write them down, oh my goodness. I mean, the whole ball game changes. Why do you think many Christians suffer? Why the things they suffer? Why do you think they deny themselves of those things they are denying? It's the why. They want to make heaven. It's the why. When the why is weak, you can do anything. You can live any loose life. But when the why is so clear and your vision is clear and you see it clearly, come on, you'll be a different person. Yeah.
Have you faced any personal challenges that you thought like, wow?
Come again.
Have you faced any personal challenges that you thought that this one is enough?
This one is what?
Enough.
Oh yes, I have faced many. I have faced many challenges, personal challenges, and it wasn't easy. I remember one of the challenges I had. Really, it wasn't easy, and at a point in time, it nearly put me down. But I had to gather myself, and what I did was, because I like reading, so immediately I told myself I need to get a book. So I got a book written by this woman. Never give up. Oh, wow, this lady is she's in the ministry, and it helped me a lot. She's a popular author. So I have had personal challenges. You see, as every human being is normal, every human being is supposed to have these personal challenges. As long as we are alive, we face personal challenges, and I have had that. And I mean, I must be honest with you, those personal challenges were so high. And if at times, if you're not careful, they take you off board. But you just have to go through. You just have to go through, yeah.
I think when I speak, you find it difficult to hear me, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm okay now.
You're okay now, okay. All right then. But have you got any mentors that have really played a role to the level that you have found yourself in at the moment?
Exactly. I've had a lot of mentors. I can mention a few of them. One professor, Zachariah Tanim he was a professor. He's not alive anymore. May his soul rest in peace. I read his books and I personally met him face to face, and he really challenged me. Oh my God. This is a man who will tell you, come on. He has a word. He will tell you, when you do this, you have committed self-suicide. He never understood defeat. He will always tell you you have to make it. He will always tell you you have to read. He will always tell you you can make it. You are born to make it. A lot of them I can mention. This Robert Kiyosaki, though we never met in face to face, but by reading their books, you pick them as mentors, and it's been very helpful. I've had a lot of them that have mentored me. I can mention their names and the whole lot. But time.
So, like somebody that is watching us, what are you going to tell them when it comes to mentorship?
Let me tell you, that's the best thing you can ever do. At times you need somebody who will believe in you. At times you need somebody, I call it provocative statement. At times you need somebody who will get you out of your comfort zone. You need somebody who is going the direction where you are going. Let me tell you, I am where I am because of the power of association, mentorship. When you see, when I look at when I meet somebody who is doing very well, Mr. Bimpo, I begin to learn. I tell people who are watching me today, if you want to go far, get somebody to mentor you. Somebody like you, Mr. Bimpo, you can mentor a lot of people. You are doing very well. And it wouldn't be bad if a young man like me, a young man, and a young lady, whoever wants to be an entrepreneur is watching this, can easily message you and get in contact and learn, because you are a dynamic guy. You've learned a lot. And you understand what I'm talking about. Mentorship is the key to consistent progress. We all need support one way or the other. We need somebody who will provoke us, somebody who will believe in you, even before your own belief setting. There are times you may not believe yourself, but somebody will tell you, come on, Mr. Bimpo, I believe you can do this. And so, why can I do this? Before I started my real estate development, do you know what one of my mentors, he is a pastor, Oliseme Johnson. The man who always see me and he see greatness in me. Once I was bleeding within me, while I was crying within me, at times I go home praying and crying, the man will say, come on. He will meet, and he's a Nigerian. The way he would describe me, is he flattering me? But you could see sincerely. And all the things this man said, most of them have come to fruition. You need a mentor. For that one, if you really want to succeed, from my personal experience, Mr. Pimpon, those who want to really succeed must get mentors.
But I think the young people of today, some of them, I wouldn't say all of them, they don't even have the humility for them to be mentored, isn't it?
Yes, you see, for somebody to get up there, you need to go down first. If you really want to jump, where you are seated, if you want, you stand up right now and want to jump, the first thing you will do is to go down. If there's nobody, look at the jumper, nobody can ever jump to the higher height without going down. If you stand like this, you can't jump. The problem with today's generation is that humility. Many like him, they don't want to learn from people. And when you do that, you will rob of many things. Jesus, my powerful mentor, said something. He said, the one who wants to be greatest among you should become a servant or a slave.
Mm.
If you can't serve, if you can't humble yourself to learn and read books, if you can't humble yourself to sit down to listen to others, forget it. You can. That is why. That is why you see this generation. They go for quick money, and they will make the money all right. But if you have made the money, who have you become? You understand what I mean? You get money through Sakawa. Yeah, you got the money, but who have you become? Yeah, you've taken away your real personality. I mean, you should make money by imparting life. You should make money by adding up to the society. You should make money by bringing value to the marketplace. So, my dear, the youth of today have a challenge, but there are few out there. Let me tell you, who are serious. They are very serious. I had a young man who came to my program today. Today I did an entrepreneurship program. The young man came. And when we finished, I was just looking at them. I went out the conference hall, stood outside, and this young man walked to me. All the rest walked out. And they went. This young man walked out to me and said, I am so and so. I said, I am Julius. He said, I am an entrepreneur. I completed Kia University. I like your talk. Can I get your number? Then immediately I said that this is the right person. Do you see that? So we have some few out there. All hope is not lost. And thank you for this program, Mr. Bimpo. You are also helping to change the community.
Of course, of course. That is what we can, the best we can do. Now let me read some comments quickly. I have got. Excuse me. Do you have any of your tablet or something that is also open? Because I see so much echo at my end.
Oh, okay. I have one of my phones. Okay. Oh, so sorry. Okay, I've put it off. Do you get an echo again?
I will check. Yeah, it's no more because it was giving me too much echo. Yeah.
Oh, it should be from the phone. I went live on that phone, so probably sorry for that.
Oh, so that's why you were talking. It was giving too much echo. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I've got Fuseni Wakasko. He says go higher general. Then I also have Edith. No, Erisila Edu. She says the idea of jobbing is killing lots of potentials. She also says that my name is mentioned here. Shout out to Man Julius. And she also says that your quote today, the most important achievement of your goal is not what you get, but what you become. Goals are supposed to give you burdens. If your goal doesn't create a burden, then you don't have a goal. If your why is strong, you push no matter what. Provocative statements. That's really powerful. I think she has combined all your quotes over there for today. Yes. So now let's go to. We are about to wrap up, but our topic for today is keys to realizing your dreams.
Yes,
keys to really talk to us about some of the keys that you need that can help you to realize your dreams.
One decision. The number one thing to help an individual key to realizing your dream, your vision, or your goal, or whatever you set forth to do is to decide. This decision is not when somebody just say, I want to. It's not that kind of decision. Decision that is imbibed in your spirit, your soul, and your body. That is when we say you have made up your mind that no matter what I am going to do. Let me tell you, when you really decide, Mr. Bimpo, there are some forces that come to your aid. You begin to attract all that you need to achieve that goal. So it is very, very important to decide. After having decided, number two, go to work on yourself. You should really understand what you want to do. Start reading, start looking for ways and means. So I call it knowledge acquisition. The reason why many people don't achieve their dreams is that they don't seek the knowledge. The guy wants to do something, he decides and he's just going. No. After having decided, the next thing is knowledge. Do you know that you attract what you become? You attract what you become. So whilst pursuing your dream, the first thing is to become. Learn to become, read, watch, attend, and get information. After that, after having acquired the information or the knowledge, it doesn't end there. You have to develop certain attitude. a positive mindset. The mindset that says, I am going for it. The mindset that does not accept a no. Then when I talk of positivity or positive mindset, I am not saying just saying some words. There are people who will just speak positive words, but within them, they are negative. No, that is not what I'm talking about. Because today we have a lot of social media motivators. Social media, they can just quote somebody's quote and hold on. You must be persistent and consistent. When your positivity lacks persistence and consistency, then you are never a positive minded person. Take this from me. How do I know you are a positive mind? It's not your coach on your Facebook or your WhatsApp status. I look at your positivity based on your persistence and consistency. You start something today, you break it. So you need to be persistent. You need to be consistent. Let me tell you, people who have made it to the top are people who did it 1,001 times when people stopped 1,001 times. They kept on, even when all hope were lost, they kept on moving. So you need this. The last thing I want to say, keys to realizing your dream, is that be closer to your creator. Because there are times that you will need God. There are moments that nothing, everything will fail, but He will not fail. In pursuing my dreams, I will tell you one of the greatest elements is the God factor. I know there are others who do not believe in God, but I do. And He's been with me and He's helped me in actualizing my dream. Even though some other people also take it way more, they believe God and they forget the other aspect. I believe in you doing these ones, then you also pray to God for favor and for His intervention. These are some of the keys I can mention to you because of time.
Wow. Wow. Powerful piece. Decision making, that is number one. And one thing I always tell people that even if you fail to make a decision, you have already made a decision. So decision making is critical. Whether you refuse not to do it or to do it is still a decision. So you have to get that one in mind. Whether you decide not to pursue the vision or not to, it's still the decision that you have made. Then also mindset is very powerful. And that is my book that is coming out, Mindset Revolution, Re-engineering the Mind from Prison to Purpose. Mindset is everything. I've realized that if the mindset is not right, forget it. There is nothing that is going to work. And a lot of people, that is why people win lottery, 10 million pounds, $10 million. 5 years along the line, they lose the money. It's not just, you see, people want the money, but how to even handle the money is an issue. Because the mindset is not created to handle that much money. So we need to be conscious of the mindset that we carry. Then persistence and consistency. You start today and you go on holiday for 2 weeks and come back thinking that it will work. No, it doesn't work that way. It's about consistent every single day of your life. And that's how you work it out. If you are not consistent, forget it. Because somebody will be consistent and they will overtake you. I always say, people say life is not a competition. No, life is a competition in a way. Because whatever position you are in now, somebody wants it. Somebody wants to take that position. So if you are not consistent, somebody will even take the position before you come back from vacation. So consistency is very powerful. Then your creator. I have got a mentor who always tells me, God, he says, Oscar, there is no best strategy than God. If you want the best strategy, it's not in MBA books, it's with God. So you have to really connect your business to God. And I really agree with that. Yes. Now I've got some comments on your page, and that is Blankson Jamasi says, powerful. Joseph N. Bechemba says, start with the tools you have and better tools will come along the way. I think that is a very powerful statement. I always tell people that what do you have in your hands? Everybody can get a seed. A seed is never expensive and it's not luxury. But within you can have the biggest tree you can ever imagine. So start with what you have in your hands. And what you have in your hands, for example, is your voice. And you want to sing. Sing like nobody's business. But some people want to have nice suit before they sing. Meaning that they are put their singing, that is their voice on the side, waiting for suit that does not add no value to the singing. The mindset must change. Then Joseph also says again that the only problem with most people is that they don't know what they want. The problem has never been getting what we want. The problem is knowing what we want. And he ends by saying, Sharif Din Amadou says, great speech, brother. And I think somebody reminded you of the woman that you were talking about. That is Joyce Meyer. Then Helen Abuaji says, "Great one there, boss. You are always been an inspiration from day one." How Al Hassan Dawoda says, "Your association really determines your altitude. That is my mentor." And Al Hassan comes back to say that I'm lucky to have met Julius Ayimasu in 2012. My whole life and family had been transformed. And Seth Kumar says, "Powerful presentation." Meaning that, look, you have really made that impact, and I've really enjoyed the discussion. But there is one thing I want us to end with, and that is people think that where they are and where they want to be is not possible. Because if they look at what they have now, there is no way they can get to where they want to be, because it seems too far away. When you started, probably you might have thought that in some time.
Exactly.
Look, this is a tall order for me to succeed. Now, what are you going to tell those people?
Well, that's it happens with everybody. What I want to tell them is that first and foremost, nobody ever thought some of us could be who we are, even ourselves. We never ever thought we would be where we are today, but today we are there. So I want people to believe and think big, irrespective of your condition. You don't base on your situation to determine your future. Your future is not defined by who you are now. No. Who you are now is as a result of your past. You are a product of your past. Your future will be based on who you are being today. So I tell people, the future is not worked in the future. The future is worked now. Think big. Believe. If others can do it, why can't you? It all boils down to belief. And if you can't believe yourself, who can believe you? Believe yourself. Let me tell you, I said something today in my program. When the Wright family decided that they were going to make metals to fly, in history, nobody has flown a metal before. They were going to fly a metal. That's aeroplane. They said they were mad. Have you forgotten about Marconi's issue? When he said he has had a wireless communication, the friends caught him and said he was crazy. He needed psychological attention. So the problem here is that you need to think big. You need to believe yourself. Okay, when we're talking about the future is something we've not seen, but we all believe and we think big and we work towards it. So it's about working on your belief system, my brother. It's the belief system. That's all.
It's about working on your belief system, and the future is defined by you. And I always tell people that there is no future.
Exactly.
The future is today.
Today.
What you do today, that will warrant a different future. So if you're idle now, forget it. There is no future for you. What you do today is what is going to bring that future that you need. So if you're not doing anything today, then forget it. There is no future. I always tell people you can drink all the anointing oil, but if you are idle today, nothing will happen. The question is, what are you doing today? And what you are doing today is critical to your success in life. I was telling somebody, like, look, this TV station we have started now, tomorrow it can be on. They will see and then we say, no, this young man, we need him. Why? Because you are doing something today.
Yes.
And a lot of people are idle today, but they are wishing for a better future. There is no better future for you tomorrow if you are idle today. And I think that is what we have to let a lot of people understand.
Exactly. You're right. We need to let them understand that you need to start something. You need to get to work on yourself. You don't have to wait to have much before. You can't be sitting idle and expect things to change. We have to get something done. That's all.
I think I've got TC Flash Table here. Says, God bless very much, mentor. And Frank Apofi say, if you are working on our minds, school has deceived us. And Frank Apofi say, thank you, boss. To be honest, you see, I interviewed a guy some years back, and he made a profound statement. And that profound statement, anybody that is watching this, I want you to get this thing right. He says that the government and the school system is created for us to get jobs just because the government want to take taxes. And that is very big. Because when you look at COVID-19, right? Government paying businesses to survive.
Yeah.
But people are losing their jobs.
They are losing their jobs.
Government, you see, every country, almost across the globe, 5 to 3% employ 95%. Now, the motive of the government is to get the 95% to feed them with taxes so that they can do roads for you, but they give tax breaks to businesses for them to look after the 95%. It is a very deep statement, and I think until you understand that, you need to start working your way towards the 5%. But the point is that if you want to get into the 5%, you cannot do what the 95% are doing to get to the 5%.
No.
You need to do what the 5% are doing to get there. The many people are doing what the 95% people are doing, but their mindset is that they want to get to the 5%. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work. You got it. That is
so
right.
It's a matter of choice. Where do you want to start? You want to be part of the 95%? Work your way up. If you want 5%, find a vision and build.
Embrace the change.
We are here to give you the platform for you to make options for yourself. But one of them over time outweighs the other.
Exactly.
And I want you to make that decision.
So the choice is the individual.
The choice
the choice is the individual. The individual. You want to go to Germany, and they say this flight is going to Turkey. Come on, and you got into the flight. But right in the flight, you want to go to Germany. How possible? How does it work? Okay, if you really want to get to Germany, what do? You get back to the flight, get into Germany. It's all about the vehicle you are using. This educational vehicle has made about 95% of the population where they are. So if you really want to be different, then you have to do something different. If you want to have what others do not have, do what they do not do. Okay? If you want to have what others do not have, do what they do not do. But if you want to go the same way, you want to, like I always tell my friends, I say, hey, look, you want to go to Accra, but you are in the bus going to Tamale. My brother, there is no prayer anointing that can take you to Accra. You better get down. You better get down from the car and look for the car going to Accra. You are in the bus going to, you say you're going to Accra, and the bus has gotten to Techima. And you realize that it's in Techima, and then that was when you realize that, oh, hey, this bus is rather not going to Accra, it's going to Techima. What is the wise thing to do? Then you close your eyes and begin to pray. There's no tongues that can change the direction of that car. The only tongues that can change the direction of the car is, oh, driver, I'm sorry, I've made a mistake. I was actually going to Accra. So you just, no matter how far I have come, please, just alight me here, because I have to turn. But unfortunately, do not do that. They want to still say, oh, maybe one day I will get to where I'm telling you, will get to Tamale, cross to Yiboga before you realize you are in Sandema, going to another place altogether. So, my brother, that is it. That is it.
Wow. Yes, it's been wonderful having this program, and I've really enjoyed it. And trust me, discussion with my guest Julius Ayimasu. Julius, you can join us back on or you can rejoin.
Okay.
Yes, you can rejoin. And before I go, I really want to do some few how do you call it, of our sponsors. This program is sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy. That is your business training and consulting firm. And that is for all your business training in areas of leadership and management, customer service, sales and marketing, finance and accounting, change management, you just name it. just connect to us and we'll provide bespoke training for you. We've got consultants across the globe that really provide business training in different areas. So for your team, your business, whatever training that you need. And I am the CEO of Train to Inspire Consultancy. It doesn't matter which country that you are in. We have got consultants all over the globe that can come and provide training that you need in different aspects. Then also ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says if you are stranded at the port, call them. They are in Accra. Just call them. One of the best shipping company and shipping and logistics company that you can find in Accra. ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their ZPay mobile money USSD code, which is *270#. Call them. They say to join the Freedom Family. Then Wheels for Sure, your car leasing for every credit. Wheels for Sure says it doesn't matter your credit. You can drive out of the garage a car of your choice. If you are in the United Kingdom, it doesn't matter your credit history. You can drive out of the garage a brand new car of your choice with Wheels for Sure. When you call them, quote T2I 2020 for a best deal. They have got very good deals for everybody, especially all key or health workers in the United Kingdom. Now, if you want to advertise on this show, you are more than welcome to advertise on the show. You can take the T2I TV UK or the Train to Inspire Consultancy number and connect to us. Also, if you want to sponsor any of our shows, you are more than welcome to do it. We give the best affordable price that you can get anywhere. And the kind of packages we have got for you for just that one single affordable payment, it will amaze you. And also, as a business training and consulting firm, we will also support you for your business to grow. So you are just having too many packages in just one payment. And a lot of small and medium enterprises cannot go to main media to do adverts. Come to us and we are going to grow with you as a business. Also, if you want to support this platform as part of your own will, that look, Oscar, because of the good work that you are doing, because we want to bring these discussions across the globe. Saturday, I'm interviewing another consultant. Tuesday, I'm interviewing a Nigerian young lady based in London. Next week, I'm interviewing somebody in Gambia. We want to really take this to the world. We cannot do it with our own. If you are sitting down and you feel like, look, I want to support this platform, you can support this platform with your knowledge. You can support it with your resources. You can support it with your money. You are more than welcome to support it with anything that you think it can help us to grow this platform. This is an African platform. It's not only a Ghanaian platform. Then lastly, I want to encourage anybody that is watching and please share this to people. This is a powerful discussion that people need to hear. Also, if you are watching us for the first time, please go and like our page on Facebook. When you go to YouTube, look for T2I TV UK and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is a token of investment that you can do with us for us to grow this platform. And we thank everybody that really spent their really precious time to be with us. Now, sir, I want your last word to everybody that is watching us.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. My last word to everybody is like, whatever you are doing, don't forget your creator. Your source is very, very important in whatever you do. And I will advise that whatever you do, you should have your source in mind. That is the creator, the Almighty God. When you have God by your side, and you work very hard, you make sure you do the right thing, you make sure that whatever you are looking for comes to impact lives, you will never fail, you will never go wrong. Never ever put God aside to run away, to run after money. Run after God, run after knowledge, be persistent and do the right thing, and I'm telling you, you will make it in life. That's my last word to everybody. May God bless all of us. Shalom.
Yes. Mr. Julius, and it's been wonderful having you. I've really enjoyed today's discussion. I wish we could have continued and continued, but time is not on our side. And I really thank you for coming on the show to really invest your time in other people. Your precious time could have been used in other of your businesses, but you just decided to work with us. We really appreciate your time, and God richly bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're always welcome, Mr. Bimpon. This is a wonderful program. This is a wonderful setup. And I know this is just the beginning. You are doing a wonderful job. Many youth are learning from you. Many people are also picking new ideas. And I know what will come afterwards. Let's put it here and see what comes afterwards.
Thank you very much for everybody that really wasted their precious time to be with us. Also, God richly bless you. And we are coming back on Tuesday. I am interviewing a young medical student in London. And this woman, young lady, is doing what I call exceptionally well. She's coming to share her story. I always tell young people that don't miss Tuesdays. Tuesdays is where we interview young people between the ages of 12 to 30 years from the continent of Africa and in diaspora that are doing exceptionally well. Meaning they are not complaining, they are not giving excuses, they are just going ahead and pursuing their vision, and their stories are a motivation to other young people. You can't afford to miss this. Find money and buy that data. We should stop using our data watching gossip and unnecessary banter and insults. We should use our data for informative programs like this. We want to say it as it is because sometimes, Mr. Ayimasu, I talk to young people, oh, can you watch this program? These young people will say, I don't have data. But somebody gives a caption. Did you see that man insulting the Kufuado? Their data is on, they are watching. It must change. We must change value. The things that don't add value to our lives, we must critically take them off our lives. And invest because there is no time. The time is now for us to succeed. And if you don't invest your time now, trust me, time is not waiting for you. So thank you, everyone. God richly bless you, and see you on Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
God bless you.
I believe that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above all I could ask or think. Believe, yes, I believe. You say, I believe that you are able to do exceedingly.
Because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week at 7 p.m. GMT. Like T2I TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152983 or +233 55 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV. We engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.